Hi, I'm Tom. This is Lucy. And this is Kitty Help Desk. So today I wanted to review a product that may not be something that's for everyone, but for those of you that deal with feral cats, maybe you have a feral cat that you care for, this can be a real lifesaver for them, especially in winter months or when it's the rainy season. This can be very helpful. And this is an outdoor cat house that's made by a Chinese company whose name I will not try to pronounce because it has too many vowels in the wrong places. But I will put a link to it below. It's on the box. It just is called a multiple function cat house. And I would agree with that. It is a multiple function cat house. And basically this one is made out of a sort of plastic made to look like wood so that it's not going to rot over time. And it's going to provide really good protection from the elements for those cats. I'm going to put this together on camera just to see how quickly and easily it goes together. I'm going to fast forward through this. But this is when I bought it, it was $95 on Amazon. So this is not a cheap item, but it is an item that once you have it, I believe you can have it essentially for life, that it's going to last a very long time. And I plan to put this out on my porch because I have several feral cats who come around and hang out on my porch to get shelter. And I think this would add to the shelter they can get and make them feel safer. So I'm going to put this together now, and then once we have it together, I'll talk about it and kind of give it a quick review. Okay? I'm going to stop right here for a moment because this box is filled with styrofoam, and I hate styrofoam, and it gets everywhere, and it is not biodegradable. And that is horrible. So let me continue, but that's a really sad thing to see so much styrofoam inside this box. That's pretty much it. As you can see, it goes together pretty easily, a lot more easily than most IKEA furniture, if you've ever put together anything from IKEA. It has a nice little sort of plastic flap here on the front, which I'm not sure how much good that really is going to do. But if you wanted to remove it, there's just a couple of screws on the inside, and you could remove that. I think I may just remove it because this is actually going to be on a porch where it's important that it be protected, but that's just in there with a couple of screws. So you can remove that. The problem I have with it is this, and that doesn't seem to be something that is a assembly issue. Because it does, when you push down on it, it closes just right. But I think it has to do with this piston over here that's trying to open and close the top. And I don't know that I see the advantage of having that on here. It does keep this up while you want to clean it. You want to put some blankets or something like that inside. I guess that's a way to do that, but I'm going to either have to put some Velcro or a hook of some sort to hold that down, because it really wouldn't take much if a cat were inside there and let's say there's a moth flies in and a moth is in there and they bat against the top of this, they're just going to open it. And that's really, sort of not the purpose. So that's that's a design failure on the part of this. I will say the materials are really quite nice and very heavy. If you've ever put together any kind of lawn furniture that's made out of sort of this heavy nylon, plastic, whatever, this is very similar to that. And I think it looks good. I think the color is good. There's a few little weird things about it, like it came with a full-on screwdriver, which I thought was a little unusual. Not a nice one or anything, but still a little unusual. And it also came with this sanding pad. And it says in the instructions that that's for cleaning it. So I don't know what that means exactly. Sanding sponge for cleaning. You can use the sanding sponge for cleaning. Okay. That's a little odd. I'm not sure what I would clean with that. It's not got a rough texture or anything that needs to be sanded down. I was afraid there were going to be a lot of burrs or something, and that's why they included this. Maybe they had gotten complaints, but no, it doesn't seem like that. Maybe, your guess is as good as mine on that point. My only real concern about this, I think it's very well made. It was easy to put together. The instructions are a little bit, they leave a little to be desired, but it's a box. You can figure it out. The real problem is this top, and I would either just remove this piston entirely, which probably is not such a bad way to go. Let me see if I take this off. I could actually remove it from the interior as well, but just to check it, if I take this off, the weight of this definitely holds it where it's supposed to be. And then if I needed to clean it, that opens even further. I think really the piston is a waste of money. I don't think it needs it. So, if it could be $5 cheaper, I'd rather get it without that piston. I think they're trying to make it seem nice, and I'm sorry, but cats aren't really going to care. So maybe I'll use that piston for something else. I'll take it apart and then I can use that for some other project. But all in all, I give this a solid B. It's definitely good. I feel like it may be a little overpriced. But, with anything coming from Amazon where they send it free shipping, that you're paying for shipping in that purchase cost, So this is fairly heavy. It was a fairly heavy box. So I'm pretty sure that, I paid for the shipping in that $95 purchase price. And, okay, shipping for something heavy can easily, ground shipping can be $30 or $40. So that brings this down to the realm of $50 or $60. Okay. I guess I can see that. I guess the truth will be, how long it lasts and whether these bolts that go in here are stainless steel and, if they rust. If they rust, that's just a tragedy. It doesn't really say what they're made of, so I don't really know. I wouldn't even trust what they say, even if it did say. But overall, I'll give this a solid B, and I think it would be a great addition if you had feral cats that you were caring for. Just put a nice blanket inside there, something that you can easily wash. Maybe something that has a weatherproof core so that it doesn't actually absorb all the water that hits it would be nice. Something really warm that reflects the warmth back for the cats, especially in the wintertime months. And maybe in the wintertime months, putting that flap in there would make more sense because it would hold heat in. But I know a lot of cats are probably not going to try to go into that if they think that there's some chance of being trapped in there. A flap, I generally discourage people from putting flaps or doors on litter boxes for that same reason. It can make a cat feel like they're being trapped. And so cats out in the wild, feral families, they're going to really probably be a little tentative about things that look like traps because most of them have probably been trapped, neuter, returned, and they've experienced being trapped before, and they probably would be reluctant. Lucy, would you like to try to see if you fit? Can you go in and see? Just going to go far enough to get the treat. So this is actually an acceptable product. It just has a few design flaws. Overall, I think it totally would serve the purpose. So if you're looking for something like this, I would give it a decent recommendation. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.